Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly reporting tonight from Los Angeles. Thanks for watching us. The Charlotte shooting and the presidential election. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. Things calmed down a bit in that besieged city last night, but there's still tension in the air. Earlier today, attorneys for Keith Scott, shot dead by police on Tuesday, put out a video taken by Scott's wife that chronicles some of the confrontation.
Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. He didn't do anything. He doesn't have a gun. He has a TBI. He's not going to do anything to you guys. Keith, get out the car. Keith, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Keith, don't you do it. Did you shoot him? Did you shoot him? Did you shoot him? He better not be dead. He better not be dead. I know that much. I know that much. He better not be dead. I'm not going to come near you. I'm going to record, though.
Once again, that video is not conclusive or an indictment of anyone. It's just there. That was obviously a chaotic confrontation, and police officers obviously believed Keith Scott had a gun, and that's all we can take away from what you just saw. Nevertheless, some Americans will reach conclusions that have little basis in reality. Let the investigation play out before you form a judgment. Big problem is that some African Americans sincerely believe the police do want to hurt them.
I could be at work, at school, in my car. I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere. Do you see this?
I do.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Do you see me?
Yes.
Do you see you? We are not the same. We are human, but I am black and you are white.
Now, some of you will dismiss that woman's perception and hysteria as false, misguided. But to her and many other Americans, it's true. They believe the police in general are suspicious of them and sometimes mistreat them. So to be fair, and that's what this program is all about, the perception that African Americans are at a disadvantage with police must be considered. However, the stats are the stats. And we have laid them out for you time and time again here on The Factor. According to a recent Harvard study and Justice Department statistics, there is no methodical persecution of black Americans by the police. But again, you are not going to convince some Americans of that. Therefore, decisions have to be made. Talking Points believes that the social unrest in Charlotte will give North Carolina's 15 electoral votes to Donald Trump. Social order will always be a conservative issue, and Mr. Trump is taking a hard line.
At the center of our society is going to be a simple promise to every American, and it's called safety. We need safety. We're going to make America safe again.
Again, the street protests in Charlotte will help Donald Trump in that state. You wait and see. The truth is that when Americans see looters with masks, any individual case flies right out the window. The family of Keith Scott deserves to know the truth about what happened. The black police officer who shot Mr. Scott deserves that as well. Today, Hillary Clinton tweeted that the entire police video, not the wife video, the police video of the shooting, should be released. She says that might ensure justice. I'm not so sure. According to the Charlotte police chief, Kerr Putney, who has been a hero in this sad situation, the video is inconclusive and is currently in the hands of investigators trying to make a definitive analysis of what it shows. So caution may be the best policy here, as Chief Putney has stated. But politics being what they are, Secretary Clinton must come down on the side of the minority community, which she desperately needs to win the election. As for minority Americans themselves, Talking Points has this to say. Racial division can only be healed by dignified conduct. That means no hate, no violence, no anarchy. Martin Luther King Jr. gained the respect of most Americans by preaching a message of fairness and exposing bigotry beyond any reasonable doubt. He is now honored with a national holiday. The President of the United States is half black. The Attorney General is black. The Secretary of Homeland Security is black. And African Americans have made enormous strides since Dr. King was assassinated. No country is perfect. And the overwhelming number of American police officers are decent human beings doing a tough job, putting themselves in danger every day. Most African Americans understand that, and I believe are ashamed when other blacks loot, burn, and hate. Finally, 2 updates. The police officer in Tulsa, Betty Shelby, who shot dead an unarmed black man, Terrence Crutcher, has now been indicted on manslaughter charges. And in Charlotte, police have arrested 21-year-old Raekwon Borum, a protester, for killing another protester, 26-year-old Justin Carr. The accused killer has spent time in prison and has 2 pending weapons charges against him. Summing up, the Charlotte shooting will directly influence the presidential race, and we can expect a number of questions during the debate on Monday night about racial tension in the USA. There is a stark difference between Secretary Clinton and Donald Trump on the issue. Mr. Trump's running as the law and order candidate who appeals to people that despise social unrest, especially when it turns violent. But Mr. Trump has to be careful that he does not denigrate legitimate concerns the African-American community puts forth. For her part, Hillary Clinton must side with the minority communities on all issues. If she does not, she will lose the election.